I don't think G's on yet, but let me start. So welcome, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on here. I just always love seeing you. I just love seeing every single person, because I know behind every one of you sits a story. You know, there sits a story, there sits a desire and a dream, and that makes me so passionate that I just struggle to sleep when I think about those things. So I know all of you could be doing something else tonight. I know that. So I'm grateful that you're on here, and I'm grateful for your own life too, because, you know, taking these kind of actions consistently every week is what's going to bring you success in your business. So guys, for those of you that weren't here on the weekend, please make every effort you can to be at the next one. I'm going to give you dates now. We're going to have a new year kickoff. And so far, these dates, they're not 100% secured, but I think it's like 99% secure. So from the 16th to the 22nd of January. And guess where what? Guess where we're going? We're going to do Perth. Okay, so we're going to start on the Sunshine Coast on the Monday. We're going to go to the Gold Coast on the Tuesday. We're going to then fly to Perth on the Wednesday. We're then going to Melbourne on the Thursday. We're going to be in Newcastle on the Friday, and we are going to be in Sydney on the Saturday. Okay, so preliminary, I just want you to know, 16th to the 22nd of January, it's a whole week. We're going to have corporate come out with us, and they're going to bring another Pro 10, which is going to be awesome. More great news, guys, is in March. We've got Tara coming. Tara's booked. She's confirmed. She's coming out, okay? So I don't know the exact dates yet, but she accepted our invitation yesterday. And then in June next year, we've got Darren Jensen coming here to see us. Darren Jensen, guys, Australia's not even 1% of the company's sales, but Darren, who's the CEO, who we all love and adore, is coming out to see us. So we've got a bumper 6 months happening. What our plan is for next year is we're going to work in 90-day cycles. So we're going to have 1 month where we've got corporate, the next month where we have an online Super Saturday across the whole country, like what we've done before, and the next month, G and myself and some of the other leaders will tour the country again and do some more presentations and training. And we're going to run that every 3 months. So basically, out of every 3 months, you're going to have 2 months of a tour in your city and 1 month where there's going to be no tour, but we're just going to have a quick Saturday afternoon, Super Saturday. Okay? The reason we're doing that, guys, is we want to build momentum, more and more momentum. The more times we come into your cities, the more opportunity you have to bring people there, the quicker you can grow your own business. And that's what this is about. We want to just support the whole country. So I'm very happy to say we're going to be in Perth with the NYKO. The second thing, guys, that's extremely exciting is on the 1st of January, a new compensation plan launches in Australia. So if you don't know much about it yet, don't worry. We're going to tell you. We're going to train you. Probably next week we'll start training. I'm going to make a video to clearly explain the new changes, and we will send that to you, and you can just watch it over and over. It's good news for the people who are building their business. If you're one of the people that works, you're going to be earning a lot more money, okay? It's great, great changes. One of the other changes will be packs. Our packs are going to change from the 1st of January. We haven't seen them yet. We don't know yet what they're going to look like. We have a few ideas, but we're waiting for them to tell us. So as soon as we know, we will let you know. The new incentive. How awesome is this new incentive that they've launched, guys? So from the 12th of November up to the end of end of January, 31st of January, if you enroll 3 platinum packs, your global convention ticket, which is normally about $340, is taken care of. If you enroll 2 more packs, so that's literally 1 month of one, you know, another month of 2 and another month of 2. If you enroll 5 platinum packs in total, you will be given $1,000 towards your airfare as well to go to global, plus a free convention ticket. So guys, the whole idea is to get as many of us as possible to global. I know if we book in time, we will get those tickets for under $1,000. So literally what it means is we can go share accommodation. I know with us schools, it only cost us like $200 for the 5 days we were there for accommodation, each of us. So it's really cheap. So guys, chase those 5 packs. They include upgrades. So if you've got people that are just on a distributor pack and they upgrade to a platinum, that's included in the incentive, okay? Not from a Freedom or from a Vantage to a platinum, but from a distributor starter kit to a platinum, it's included. 5 packs. Guys, what I want to tell you, I've just told the team before, is that December historically is the best time to recruit network marketers. It is shown, and the statistics shows it is the month in the year when network marketers move. Okay, they get to the end of the year, they assess where they're at, they assess what's happened with their business, and they change companies. I did it last year. Okay, I did it. I assessed at the end of the year, and I told my team, that's it, I can't do that anymore because it's not working. So don't think December's going to die, nothing's going to happen. Make sure you target network marketers. Start talking to them now already, because if they're going to move, they're already not happy now. So just up your numbers and how many of them you're talking to. Get those 5 packs. I would love it if there's 20 or 30 of us go to global. Oh my gosh, that would make my year. And guys, think about this. If you're bringing in those platinum packs, you are also building your volume to qualify for Hawaii. So you're killing 2 things at once, okay? If you bring in 5,000 points on the 5 platinum packs, that is huge growth you're adding to your business. So most likely you will qualify for Hawaii doing that. So it's a decision you make. We can only give you the incentives and say, hey, go for it. It's a decision you make at the end of the day, but I would appeal to you is just go for it and see what you can do. Is G on? G? Oh, there she is, yeah. Yes. Hey, G. Okay, guys, I'm going to hand over to G now, and then I'm going to come back. Or G, am I doing it first?
Okay.
Am I doing it first? I don't
Yeah, I thought maybe.
Okay. Okay,
yeah.
Guys.
Do you want to do it first and then finish yours off, and then we'll do mine for. Cool. We're just recapping on mine from Saturday for everyone.
No worries. Okay, so guys, we're going to quickly take off where we left off, where we finished last week on building the business plan or writing your own business plan. So I'm going to share my screen and please take notes. Okay, so can you guys see my screen? Yeah, cool. Okay, sorry, I just want to get back here to where I need to be. So guys, just to recap, it is essential in your business that you have a business plan. It's essential. Otherwise, you are shooting in the dark. You don't know what you're chasing. You've got to have a business plan. One of the things I have not put in this plan as yet is your target market. You need to know who you're targeting. And generally, we're targeting people like self-employed people, entrepreneurs, small business owners, party plan, network marketers, mums working from home, dads working from home. So that generally is the kind of market you're looking at. It could even be retirees that don't have enough money. Okay, a lot of people that are on retirement do not have enough money to be on a nice retirement. You know, they don't have the income to go on holiday and do stuff like that. So know who your target market is and know where you can find them. Know where you're going to go look for them. Is it meetup groups? Is it Facebook? Is it joining a local little club or something? Work out where you're going to meet them. Just to recap, guys, you've got to set goals in your business for the hours that you're going to work. You've got to set goals for what ranks you're chasing. Your personal enrollments, your team enrollments. Know where you're heading. Do 3 months at a time. You don't have to now sit and go right up to Pro 10. No, just work out your business plan for 3 months at a time when it comes to the activities that you're going to do, the hours you're going to work, what rank do you want to be, how many enrollments are you going to do every month? Guys, the 1 a month that Tara has developed is an awesome plan. If you haven't watched that video, please go into teamheart.net, go into training, then go into lead school, and it's the second video on the left from the top. That video will change your business. Please, you've got to watch it. Set your mind even on 1 a month, 1 distributor a month, and make sure your PV is always at 500. And doing that, you can build a long-term, strong business. What size do you want your team to be? Have you considered that? Have you got goals? Look at where you're at now. Look at how much has your team grown, how long have you been there? And then you can, based on that, you can work out goals for the next 3 months or 6 months. If you feel confident that you want to set your goals or your plan for the next year, for 2017, which is what I'm going to do, go for it. If you want one of us to run over it with you, I've got a couple of people that have booked me in for appointments to say, hey, can you help me find my direction? Can you help me set my daily goals, my daily actions? No problem, let's do it, because we want to see you succeed. So know where you're heading. Your personal development, do you have a plan? Do you know what you are going to learn every month? What are you going to read? What are you going to tap into? You can't just think it's going to happen. You've got to be intentional and purposeful about it. If you Pro 5 and above and you're ready to take on branding and building other social media platforms, what is your plan? Where are you going to start? Are you going to do 1 video a week? What are you going to do? Okay, build that into your plan. Team support. How are you at the moment supporting your team? Are you available for them? Are you touching base once a week and saying, hey, how's it going? Is there anything I can do for you? Are you making sure they plug into training? Or do you just come on and you just sit there and you don't even worry about them? Are you making sure they come to events? Are you making sure they understand the importance of events? Because when you've sponsored somebody, it is your responsibility to look after that person. Customer support, same thing. Are your customers happy? Are they staying on the product? Do they have questions? Are you making contact with them? Ask for referrals. Tell them about our customer system where they can get their product for free. Make sure you communicate with them, because communication, people stay for people. As brilliant as our Protandem product is, a lot of people don't even understand what it does. But if they've got a good relationship with you, they're going to stay. They're not going to drop off of it. Guys, today what we're going to look at is actions that you've got to take in your business. Okay, now, actions is the #1 reason why your business will be successful. Okay, and what is key for you to understand here, and G and I often say this, if I'll read it to you, it says we're not responsible for the outcome, but we are responsible for the actions and the effort. So often I'll say to G, oh my gosh, I just had a great Zoom with a prospect, she's at this company or that company, blah, blah, blah. And then we will always say this, I've done what I can do. The result is not in my hands. So if she's meant to join our business, she will. And guys, that's the same thing with this action thing. The responsibility of the outcome is not in your hands. You've done the best you can do. You've given support. You've given information. At the end of the day, it's not in your hands whether that person joins or not. But make sure you take your responsibility seriously and you do it every single day. So #1, have you got a calendar? An online calendar, an offline calendar, a diary, whatever works for you. Have you got one for 2017? I've already started filling mine for next year. Okay, fill out time blocks when you're at work. Fill out important things for you. So write a list of everything that's important to you and give time to that, like your faith. Do you want to meditate in the mornings? Do you want to read your Bible? Do you want to do yoga? Do you want to exercise, go to the gym? Make sure you set time in your diary. It sounds ridiculous, but set time for your children and set time for your partner. And fill out time blocks for these things. Be intentional about it. Guys, don't wait until all the wheels fall off before you spend time with your kids and your husband or your wife or your partner. Okay, now what you got to do is have a look at what time is left over. So you take your calendar, you put in blocks of time for all those things, including your work, including when you sleep, when you eat. Then have a look at the time that's left over and allocate at least 5 to 6 days a week when you can work in your business. And then have the discipline. Make 2017 the year where you are going to commit to doing what you said you were going to do. It's not easy. It is tough. I very often just think, oh my gosh, I just want to switch off. But I know the consequences of me not doing this business. Guys, it's not even just about my why. It's about the consequences if I don't build it for us as a family. The consequences for me having to go back and work for some boss. No way, Jose, I'm not doing that. So I rather push through the pain now of doing these things than having to go back and be, accountable to a boss for every minute of the day. I'm not doing that. There's 3 main categories of daily actions. The number 1 is prospecting. Prospecting means find people to talk to. It doesn't mean they're going to say yes. It doesn't mean you've got to screen them. It doesn't mean they've got to be the perfect person that you think will do it. It's just got to be a person that's alive. Okay, find people to talk to. Then you're going to present to them. So you're going to talk to people that you find. You're going to talk to the people that you found. You're going to ask them questions. You're going to build relationship with them. You're going to build trust. They're going to start liking you. And then they will actually open up and do stuff with you. Then you're going to duplicate, guys. You're going to teach the ones who joined what they need to do, which is exactly prospecting, presenting, duplicating. Prospect, present, duplicate. That's what we do. Find one distributor, find one customer, and do it again. Find one distributor, find one customer, and do it again. Okay, that's what we do. It is duplication, duplication, all the way down the line. So prospecting, what does that mean? Guys, find 3 to 5 new people to talk to every day, 5 days a week. If you can up the numbers, do more. But 3 to 5 should be the minimum that you do every single day. I know that sometimes people do 15 or 20 in a day because maybe they haven't done it the past 3 or 4 days. But what happens then is when you start talking to these people, it's very difficult to have 20 conversations going at the same time, plus still following up on the ones you've already spoken to. Okay? And what happens often is people answer you, but you just never get back to them because their message has been lost somewhere in your thread because you got too many to cope with. It's fine if you work this business full-time, you can talk to 20 a day. But when this is your part-time job, guys, talking to 20 a day is a lot. So be aware of that. So rather do little bits, but do it every day. Most people don't talk to enough people. So the law of numbers says this, that out of every 20 people, 2 should do something with you, either product or business. But the 2, you could speak to 100 and find the 10 that are going to say yes or the 20 that are going to say yes between number 80 and number 100. But if you give up at number 50, you're not going to find them. Understand that it is the law of numbers. It is just it's a formula. Okay, it is just a formula. And also, the more people you speak to, the more the pain of rejection is diffused because the more yeses you're going to get. So a massive secret is up your numbers. And you know what? If you want to just test it for yourself, say, right, for the month of December, because I'm probably going to have a bit of holiday time, blah, blah, blah. For the month of December, I am going to just speak to 10 people every single day and stick to that and see what happens. Test it for yourself. Test it even for a week and see if you get results. So how and where do you find them? So the first thing, guys, is you make your list and you contact them and you ask for referrals. So if you speak to your friend and they go, no, I'm not interested, hey, say this. Or even sometimes, guys, this works really well, is instead of saying to your friend, hey, I want to tell you something, say to your friend, hey, Joe, do you know of anybody you'd be interested to make some extra money on the side? And Joe will be going to you, yeah, me, pick me, I want extra money. So sometimes it's like reverse psychology. Don't ask your friend, but ask, do they know of somebody who might? And if they say no, then, if you approach them first and they say no, then you can still say, do you know somebody who might be interested? Always ask for referrals. Make new friends when you're out shopping or school dropping. Guys, there's a rule in network marketing, and it says this: do not go out to prospect. Prospect while you're out. Big difference. And you know where's the difference? It's in your head. When you go out to prospect, you go out to recruit, and people feel it because you're trying to sell to them. People don't want to be sold to, they want to buy. Okay? Whereas when you go out and you're just always open looking for opportunities and you grab one when you see it, it's a completely different setup and approach. Join groups. There's a website called www.meetups.com. You can put in your personal postal code and it'll tell you all the meetups that's happening in your little area. Any kind of meeting, mums working from home, whatever they are. Go and join some of those groups. Get familiar with social media. Guys, it is the 21st century and Facebook does work. So post on Facebook. Target your friends in your profession and interests in Facebook groups. So don't just target MLM groups. If you love reading, go into a reading group. If you love motorbikes, go into a motorbike group. Start friend requesting some of the people in those groups. Start talking about the bikes. And before you know it, a lead will open that you can say, hey man, I know how you can get money to fix that bike. Or I know how you can get money to buy that new Harley that you want. It's exactly what I'm doing. It's my dream and I'm chasing it too. So go into not just interest groups, network marketing groups, but also interest groups. And be intentional, guys. Search for people. Search for the kind of person that you want to work with. The other way you can prospect, of course, is by attraction marketing. And stuff like videos and blogs and websites and landing pages, they work for you when you're not working. That's why people do them. There's videos that sit on YouTube. Somebody puts in a keyword, your video comes up. You're lying fast asleep, your video is working for you. Okay? That's why people do them. But don't get bogged down doing all that stuff now until you're Pro 5. The next way is, the final way is, presenting. Know your stuff. Use your sponsor or other business partners to help with presenting until you're at least Pro 3 or 4. So guys, when you're Pro 1, you should not really be presenting on your own. You should have your sponsor or your upline help you. Okay? It's not that we don't think you can do it. It's just the fact that you possibly need somebody with a little bit more experience just to guide you. And learn. Do little bits of it. Do pieces of it and let your sponsor do another piece. Guys, get comfortable with those 6 components that we have to present on, which is product, company, timing, trends, comp plan, and support or team or systems. Know something about each one of those. And fill your calendar every month with a minimum of 15 presentations. So this is not just you doing one-on-ones. This is you doing one-on-ones. You doing presentations for your team. You may be doing a launch party for yourself. All of those things add up to the 15 presentations. What I can tell you from all the Pro 10s in LifeVantage, that is a common denominator. They work on filling their diary with 15 presentations in a month. If they don't have 15, they call up their distributors and they say, hey, I'm short of my 15 presentations. You need to book one with me. Okay? That's how you do it. Use the people in your team because it keeps them accountable as well. The last one is duplicating. The most important step, set launch dates in your first week for your first 24 to 48 hours in business, bring in 2 customers. So guys, you must do a launch party. You've got to do some kind of a launch. If it's an online or one in your home, do a launch party so that we can catapult your business. If you have 10 people there, 4 will do something with you. They're going to probably be customers and maybe 1 will be a business builder. So you have to do a launch party. Follow the launch new distributor checklist and Team Heart. So guys, when you bring in a new distributor, make sure you take them through that checklist. Set your new distributor up with the right expectations so it's not a quick money-making scheme. Set realistic goals, ask for a minimum of 12 months commitment, and follow that 1 a month system. They must attend events and training and plug into this Tuesday night training. So I'll just very quickly say to you guys that network marketing works in 90-day cycles. Okay, it is a very, very common thing. You go look at all the top guys, they work in 90-day cycles. So start your fresh new 90-day cycle in January. Okay, God created everything to work in 90-day cycles, and so does this business. It really, really works well. So what is a 90-day cycle? Well, set your goals over a 90-day period. Set your activities over a 90-day period and just commit and go for it and see what happens. Your daily appointments feed into your weekly events like our team training. So when you've got people one-on-one in the week and you get them across and they come and join, you now plug them into our team training on a Tuesday night. Then our weekly trainings, guys, will turn into a once a month. I've just told you from next year we'll have 1 month of corporate, 1 month of an online Super Saturday, 1 month of us doing a tour. So make sure your distributors know that the weekly Tuesday night training will then become the 1 a month, and that's where they've got to be. If it's an elite academy, they've got to come and attend. And your quarterly conferences complete the 90-day process. So that's basically our elite academies like we've just had. So set everything to work on a 90-day scheme. And guys, basic stuff that you've got to do every day is make new friends, follow up, fill your diary with launch events, and post in your Facebook profile, post in groups, join new groups. Those are some of the most basic things that you've got to do every day. So I'll stop here because G's got beautiful stuff to share with us as well. Thank you so much, guys. I hope that's helped.
Okay, hi guys. I just had a few people and we just thought it might, oh, sorry, I've got a printer going here. We just thought it might have been a good idea for me maybe to do a recap because Charlotte has done all this business plan now for 2017. There was quite a lot of you who actually weren't at the Elite Academy. So I just thought I would just recap on the vision for 2017, what I actually spoke on, and then we're going to have a couple of people come on a little panel as well. So I'm just going to share my screen now. Okay. Here we go. Sorry a sec. Okay, so Charlotte's already been talking about finding your purpose, you know, your desires and everything so that you can actually work out your vision for 2017. So when you've done this, we want to find out, you know, what is it that you desire and why do you desire it? Because I believe everybody has been given a God-given dream. And one of the biggest ways that we can actually kill that given dream that we've actually been given is one, by thinking that we're being selfish because we're actually going after our dream, especially if you're a mom. It's that lovely mom guilt, you know, and the kids are like, Mom, but you promised you'd put me to bed. Mom, you promised that you'd take me here. Mom, and you're doing business. But they just need to understand that this is something that's, you know, being put inside you. That's how I feel. I feel that up to now, everything that I've learned in life has actually geared me for this business. So every time you're tempted to react in the same old way, the same as comparing. Now, we've all got our own God-given dream. And when you start comparing yourself to somebody else, that's not your dream. That's not, you know, so I just encourage you not to maybe look at what everyone else is doing. You're on your own journey and you've been given your own journey. And if you can, just realize that if we get our vision in place, that you will be really, really successful in 2017. But one of the biggest things that actually kills our vision and kills doing our business plan and everything like that is procrastination. So procrastination wins when we allow it when we allow fear that inevitably comes when we actually pursue our dreams. Sorry, my son's thing has been going there. Okay, so what is the vision for 2017? Know what you want. So this is really recapping on some of our business plan, but as well as your business. How nice would it be to actually work out your vision across everything, every part, every facet of your life? Because if one of these areas are out of sync, and I remember learning the 5Fs, and it was your finances, your fun, your faith, your fitness, and your family and friends. And if any of these are out in any kind of way, you're not going to be able to do anything well. So I really encourage you to write these as headers, and then to maybe put 6 or 7 lines under each one, and just sit there, you know, one morning or dedicate a day when you're doing your business plan and go, okay, I'm doing my business plan. What about my life plan? You know, this is working out next year's life. And write out your beliefs, your habits, what you'd like to do with your family and friends, how fit you would like to become. And then, of course, there's career and business, recreation, fun, vacations, Hawaii, financial, where would you like to see yourself? And be very direct when you're actually writing out your finances as well. Put down a figure so that your mind can actually look and see what it's supposed to achieve. If you just put down lots or big money or debt-free, you're not actually defining your vision properly. You actually have to go into a lot more detail than that. And it's the same with the career. I would be writing down what, you know, pro whatever you want to be. If it's pro 4, on the 1st of February 2017, I have just achieved pro 4. I have 5 platinums that I've signed up. So now I have $1,000 that is actually coming my way towards my trip, which I'm going to in April. And everything is all positive, not I hope, I wish, fingers crossed. I think, none of them words, because what we're trying to do, we're trying to trick your back of your brain, which is basically 90% of your brain, your subconscious brain. So I encourage you to write out your vision, which will probably be about a 15-minute power talk. And I'm still working through mine at the moment. But some kind of an example, this would be to start with, you know, today is a new day, and just like a beautiful sunrise, every day starts with a fresh new beginning. Nothing from the past is relevant except what I choose for the gaining of wisdom, knowledge, and learning. That's really important, because you don't want to start rethinking as what we had looked at before. I choose to be focused on my future, and in doing that, all I need to do is change. Guys, this is huge. Change 1% of my lifestyle each week. That's not a lot. It's like the 1 a month. So think of 1 a month and 1% of your lifestyle each week. Then I'll have changed 50% of my entire life by 2017. By the end of 2018, I will be 100% new in all areas of my life. Now, this is because if anyone's like me, I just go, right, that's it. I'm losing 10 kilos. I'm going to make loads of money. I'm going to turn my business around. I'm going to spend loads of time with my kids. I'm going to be fit. And you just put these completely unrealistic goals. And I normally give myself a 30 days or something stupid. But I'm not doing that this time. I am taking my time, and I am setting realistic goals. And it's all the SMART goals, like we've been talking about in the business plan. You do that over your life as well. And, you know, make sure that if it's weight that you're losing, that you're saying, you know, that I'm going to lose 1 kilo a month or 2 kilos a month or whatever like that. So if you want to take a picture of this, your focus vision. So the I am statements. Now, Rachel does this every morning as well. She said, I do my I am statements. And I was like, wow, do you know that the I am statements come from the Bible as well? It's the first place where they were. So it's a positive, encouraging, forward way to look. There's none of this in the back, you're believing it, receiving it, and going to achieve it. So I am, and you put feeling in all of this when you're actually writing it down. Put feelings while you're writing it. Feelings in the words that you're putting down. I am growing in wisdom and knowledge so that I can mentor my team, or I can learn more about network marketing, so that I can give the best advice to all my customers, whatever it is. Really think about it. And these are just some examples. You'll come up with your own. I am healthy and fit and have achieved, 5 kilo loss in the last 3 months, or I have achieved going to boot camp for the last month. I'm spending more time with my kids and swimming or something like that by the beach. So whatever it is, really think about it, put feeling in it. And it is going to be something that you are. Then once you've written it all down, you're going to record. So what you're going to do then, once you've written down your vision for 2017, you're going to get your voice memo on your phone. Now, this is powerful because we are telling you all the time to listen to mentors, to listen to people when you're in the car, to listen to great people with great experience. Well, who else could be a better person for your subconscious to fake it till you make it than with your voice? And I promise you, like myself and Paula were even just talking about this, about how, and Nikki Smithers, we were just talking about what happens when you write something down. I challenged her to write something down a couple of weeks ago and she went, you won't believe it. And I put a time on it and it worked. So I really encourage you guys, just do it. And when you're doing this voice memo, don't do it in a room when all your kids are around and there's people around and you're feeling like a twit because you're putting all expressions into it. Walk around the house when you're on your own. Edit, delete, go back to it. But really visualize yourself sitting in Hawaii with your family, or visualize yourself being there with your kids or your husband. And it's like, oh my gosh, I've got 20 people from my team are here next to me. We're all here with our families. Everywhere I look, I see our team. It's grown so much. It's so exciting to see that what we've achieved and everything like that. And really imagine yourself. And then I encourage you to meditate on this. Go in, and when you're visualizing, and look, Bob Proctor, they all say, spend time. Napoleon Hill, he says, spend time lying down and visualizing. I spoke to one of the most intelligent men that I know, and I said to him last week, what do you do on Sundays? And he said, I daydream. And I just started laughing because this guy is so busy. He's got so many businesses and he comes up with so many ideas. And he said, I daydream. He said, I spend so much of my Sunday lying there just dreaming. And I just thought, wow, no wonder you've got your hand in so many businesses and so many things are going well for you, because you're allowing them God-given dreams to start manifesting. So guys, I really encourage you to do this. It's just for you. If you don't do it, it's fine. It's just for you. But I really encourage you to do this. So now we've just got enough time. We're going to have a couple of girls that you'll have seen. I don't know if Karen Andrews had time to jump on or whether she's able to do it, but we'd ask Karen, Kim, and Helga, because they have consistently had an amazing personal volume over the last few months. Like Kim is just been incredible. And I am like, I want to know what they are doing to get this huge personal volume of their customers. So I asked them a couple of questions. I asked them whether they'd be able to come on and answer a few questions for us and give us some ideas, help us to understand how they've been able to actually do this. So Kim, are you right? Do you want to unmute? And Helga, and if Karen, if you're there, and we'll just go through some of these questions.
Yeah, good to go. Sure.
Okay. So the first question was, how do you find, seriously guys, this girl has nearly got 3,000 PV, personal volume. That's about $4,500 of just personal volume. That's not platinums and vantages. That's not any distributors. This is just customers per month. And she's managed to maintain this for the last 5 months. So yes, Kim, you work full time, so you're not out and about. So how do you find these customers?
I'm just superhuman. No, I just talk to everybody anywhere. Like I just, yeah, if you talk to me, you're going to get told about Protandem. Most of the time. Occasionally I'm not in, I'll sit and I'll just do normal life and I'll go, oh crap, I missed an opportunity because I just wasn't, I'll go, oh, I should have prospected that person because I'm just not in network marketing zone. But mostly I'm switched on and I just somehow get chatting and bring it up. And, I just feel we really have an amazing product. And I was sitting yesterday, anyone from work here? No. I was home yesterday and they were handing the pool over. And the guy that dug the pool was outside, and I kept thinking, I should go prospect him. I should tell him about Protandem. Now, he won't be interested. He's got his own business. He's too busy. He's not going to, he's just a blokey bloke. And now he's friends, Jen. I can't talk to two people. I better go sort the kids out. Got them to school. And eventually I found myself outside just chatting to the two of them. Of course, it came up, and he is so interested. He took 2 bottles home with him.
How did it come up? How did it come up? Tell me how the story
he knew I'd gone to Brisbane for the weekend, and I managed to throw something about Cancun in, and I think I just asked him, what is it his own business? What's his plan B? I'm not even sure how we got talking about back pain, but I must have brought up, is it physical? I just asked questions. And the minute I mentioned, natural health product, his wife's really unwell, and he jumped straight on and said, yeah, I'm really, really interested, and, wanted information, and took 2 bottles with him. So, I don't know, I just find a way to bring it into almost every conversation. And even and I'm fairly direct, okay, not everyone can get away with being, as Rachel called me, aggressive, as direct as me. But, I literally feel like I've got something really awesome to tell you about, and I want to share it with you. And I just say to people, you don't have to, if you don't want it, that's fine. But if you don't know about it, you don't know it's there to offer to someone in your world. So I'll say, I just want you to know about it. If you go visit your granny tomorrow night and she's having severe arthritic pain, you want to know it's an option. If you didn't know Panadol was there, how would you know to take it for a headache? So I'm honest with people. I just go, this is awesome, you need to know about it. Not everybody listens. I've got a lot of friends who they just blank me on, they won't listen. But, numbers game, just talk to everyone.
Cool. What about you, Helga? How do you find all your customers? Because you've got a phenomenal PV as well. That's right up there with Kim.
I just network. I just love people. I think it's through photography. Since I've been on the Sunshine Coast, I just talk to people everywhere I go. I've joined so many groups. And the lady at Zenko calls me her networking queen. So go to Helga. Helga knows everyone. So she points people to me. I just join groups wherever I can, any groups, whether or not it's a running group, a property investing group, anything that's passionate to me. I don't join groups that don't resonate with me, because I just like to communicate with the people so that we're on the same page and we've got something in common to talk about. I'm a little bit different. I don't go in there looking to tell them all about the little yellow pill. I go in there to purely interact with them and become friends and do that side of it before, and build the trust before I even raise that. Or I might just throw it in the twist. Like when I'm out photographing lately, I just tell people my story, which is I'm a photojournalist. I travelled around Australia photographing twins and triplets, published 5 books, and then unfortunately I got sick. And I went on a hunt to find this product. Anyway, I found the product, so everything's hunky-dory, I'm back. And then I go on doing the rest of the shoot. But 9 out of 10, they always ask me, what did you find? What is it? Wow. And then I usually end up with a customer out of that. I join a lot of business groups because I just love the Sunshine Coast community. I join any group that resonates with me, and photography with head profile photo, portrait shots, business, and I just drop in that little seed on the side, and either they'll ask, and then I just keep going back to my list all the time. And I think a lot of them is referral as well. When I have a customer, I send them out the welcome letter. I send them out the questionnaire before they take it. I want them to complete a questionnaire. I follow them up in 30 days. I follow them up in 60 days. I follow them up in 90 days. And that's key. That shows them that I care. I genuinely care. Hey, has there been any change? Sometimes it's massive. Sometimes it's not so much. But and I think because they see that I genuinely care, I just say, if you've got any other friends, and then it's that trust thing. They just send people to me. It's like a big loop. I don't know if that's helpful.
No, that's really, really good. And Kim, I don't know, is Karen Andrews on, or is she able to answer or not? I know she was going to try or not.
I think she's in transit, or she was in between.
And Kim, do you find most of your customers online or offline?
A bit of a mix. Like I'd say most people I have enrolled as customers are people in my warm or my sort of acquaintance on Facebook market. So, people I've known on Facebook for a while, but I do a lot of my chatting and communicating on Messenger because I work. Often I sit down by 8 o'clock and, you've only got a small window of opportunity to call people. So most of the communication's done, between 9 and midnight on Messenger. So yeah, a bit of a mix. A few of my customers have come to me from the ads online, or people that I've met and started building relationship online. But with the cold market Facebook type people, you've got to build that relationship first. So it's a bit of that, obviously I'm targeting network marketers. A bit of what do you do? What do I do? Often, as Helga said, I share my story. So even with people I'm trying to prospect for the business online, I might not say you need to look at what I'm doing, but I might go, oh yeah, I found my home, and share a bit of our story as this is who I am, not you need to look at it, and then wait for them to ask. And some of them come back and ask months later. So yeah, a bit of a mix.
And do you find most of your people, how do you communicate with them afterwards then? Do you tend to keep in touch with them, or have they stayed on ownership, or do you upsell them to other skincare as well after a certain amount of time?
I have room for improvement in that department. I usually check in with most customers at about week 3. How you're going, and are you happy for your order ship to go off? Because I never want anyone to have an order ship turn up that they don't want. Other times, I don't have a system. I do check in with most of my customers quite often, but it's not very systemized. Upselling, I've only just started trying to, let them trial the skincare as a way to get it on them. I haven't a lot of luck just mentioning it. Most people just blow me off with the skincare side. And I'm interested in that.
Yours is just for Tandem.
Yeah, for Tandem, and yeah, I've got a few customers who order, like one of the girls orders 20 points a month for her and her whole family. Others just for Tandem. I have had a few also bigger personal orders. I have ordered extra for different things as well, which helps.
Yeah.
Always. So yeah, I haven't done the upsell thing. I'm interested in that questionnaire that Helga sends out, because that would be very useful for customer follow-up, I think.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if it was one of Rachel's, or I think it might have been Rachel's. I got the 5 questions and I've just turned it into 10. Sometimes they'll fill it out and sometimes they don't, but it's there and they see it. So
can you pop that onto Team Heart for the rest of us too?
Yeah, sure. Yep. Yeah.
Right.
I did try the email thing. I did try and copy Charlotte's email she was sending her customers, and I plugged the skincare in there, but I never had. Most customers I found haven't ever logged into their back office. They call me if they want to change anything, and I haven't had any response to any emails. So I think a lot of customers, that you just make it happen for them and it just turns up, or they cancel it away. Yeah, I have had a lot of cancellations as well though. Like they're not, I have had a lot of people stop their order for various reasons, and I've got quite a few that order. I think also another thing, I do sometimes offer my customers, I say to them, you need 3 months minimum trial. You can either jump on the set and forget order ship, or you can order, and save on shipping. Because personally, as a customer, I would never pay $9 a month shipping. I'd buy 3-4 months at a time. So I've got a few that do that. So that boosts the order, obviously boosts PV the month they order, but then you've got nothing for 2 or 3 months.
Okay, and I have found, guys, this, which some of you might have found as well. When I put up my trial I was just about to get in touch with all my customers, but I just stuck it up anyway. And would you believe, I reckon 8 of my customers of Tandem saw my trial for the skincare and all said, can I try it? Can I try it? Can I try it? And I thought, bugger, I should have actually contacted them first. But it just goes to show, because they're already in the system, they know pretending. So it's like, okay, you've had it in you for a while. So now would you like to try it on your skin? So I would definitely encourage everybody, if you've had customers, they're a lot more likely to actually want to try the skincare as well now. I don't know, have you tried this, Helga? I know you do a lot of skincare.
No, I'll be honest, it's mainly pretend. And when I mention that, they say, they usually flip it off like they're fine, they've already got a product. But I will go back to all of them and just say that it's there. But I haven't had that much success with the tru-science. I have got one lady, a couple of ladies that have tried it and they love it, and they just order each time. A lot of people don't even want to put their credit card in the system, so I don't know if that boosts my PV as well. I just buy bulk, and then they just deposit the funds straight into my bank account, and I leave in a little box and they swing by and pick it up. I tell them I'm not going to go running around. I'm not a shop front. They want it, they can deposit the funds and I'll pop it in a box and they swing by and collect it. So I've got probably about 5 people that do that. That's not my preferred method, as I tell them, but yeah, at least they're using it, and if they have a good experience and you keep in touch with them and you whatever, they may come back, or they may send referrals, which is key.
Okay, well, yeah, I would agree with that. If you have got some people that are really adamant, or they don't have a credit card or whatever like that, I would do what Helga is saying, rather than giving them away for free or waiting to actually get the money off them. Get the money first, and then you put the order through your PV or whatever, or you can do it like that for sure. Well, definitely.
Some of them are elderly and in retirement homes, so they don't like to use their credit card. Yeah. But see, she could be a really good client. I actually delivered hers to her with a bundle of flyers, and that's in a retirement village. So that's one method of, you never know what could eventuate from doing something like that.
And I would say as well, if you decide that you want to buy maybe a couple of skincare packs, let's say you want to buy 2 skincare packs, one for you and or you're giving out the trials, maybe write it in one of your family names. Like I just did it in Granddad's name as a PC, because I get 30%. Whereas if you did it for you, you're only going to get 2% or 5% or whatever, because it's just your personal volume. So I just created Granddad that lives here as a new PC to get that 30% basically. So especially for something that big, like 2 skincare was like $500 or whatever. So at least I get 30% back, which was $130 or whatever, which makes a difference. So does anybody have any questions? We've just got one other thing that we were talking to Morgan at the weekend, and she said that we now have a dedicated lady who is just looking after Australia in the customer service. So emails are now going to get looked after. So if you've got any queries, and because we know the times are dreadful with customer service, they are still trying to rectify that. One of the big reasons is because basically they had their night team, we don't know what went on, but there were some inappropriate things that had gone on, and they had to basically close down the night service. So they are recruiting for the night service again. It will happen, but it's trying to find the right people that work on their ethos, kind of a thing. So they just said they're still interviewing. So in the meantime, if you can do it, go to ausupport@lifevantage.com. That's the Australian, the Australian one, and they said that they'll get back to us within that day. So, so is there any other questions? Does anyone have any queries at all? No, everyone's good.
I sort of do.
Yeah.
was it yesterday? The day before. I signed up my stepson. He's 19.
Sorry, I'm looking. Is it?
As a customer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sorry. As a customer, and he had to put our address in.
That's okay. He's 18. He's an independent adult over 18, so that's fine.
Okay, because he lives in the bush and there's no postal or anything out there, so.
Yeah, no, that's not a problem. So because he was over 18, he's allowed to have the same address as you and be an independent person.
So he doesn't leave me, but yeah, okay, cool. Thank you.
That's okay.
Gee, I've just got a quick question. I've had, I think, 3 times now, just the odd customer come forward saying that their order didn't go through, and it was because their credit card, they've got a new credit card and the expiry date's changed and a new one been issued. At LifeVantage, they don't seem to have, I'm not sure, I haven't seen it, but you might be aware. Do they have a system where it alerts the customer that, hey, your shipment's not going through because your credit, or there's something wrong with your credit card? Because it doesn't appear to be happening, and there was just a couple of disgruntled customers, and I just thought I'd raise that, if you could pass that on or check with head office.
Well, we have said to them, they are supposedly at the moment, they have set up a system now, which we've been asking all the time, but it's only in America, that when a credit card doesn't go through, that an email goes through to the person and to their upline to say that the order didn't go through. So supposedly there has been a fix in America with that, but we spoke to Dave at the weekend saying we still need some kind of communication on that for Australia. So supposedly they're looking into it.
Right, that's good.
Setting up that, because yes, very frustrating, because sometimes people have expired credit cards and none of us know, and they don't know, and then they don't get their bottle.
Yeah, no, that's good. Thanks for that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. So, Kim, you saw that Kim has asked, would you mind writing down a couple of things or doing a little bit of role playing maybe on one of the training seminars?
So is that me? Sorry.
No, Kim. She was asking, Kim, there was just a call here saying, would Kim be able to do a bit of a training thing on what she actually says to these people when she goes out? So, yes.
Maybe. Just ask questions. I was just thinking, like when I was hesitating yesterday with the other guy, I was just thinking, if I don't tell him about it, I had a small window of opportunity because I was never going to see the pool guy again. If I don't tell him about it, who will? There's only 2,000 odd of us in Australia who even know about it. So just then go for it. You can't stuff it up. And if you do, so what? Like, you just ask questions. And I think Colleen and I were discussing we need to probably have some brainstorming on what are good questions to ask. Because sometimes, like, I can talk for hours, I can gaslight for hours on anything, but not actually get to someone's pain. Whereas you can learn to ask questions to find people's pain and steer the conversation. So like that exercise we did at the conference was really good, because, the other girl would talk to me. She went straight to, she asked a really good question, so you're living in your dream house? And I was like, heck no. And then that got me dreaming about my dream house. And there was a huge, opening for her if she wanted it. So yeah, just practice asking questions. Just talk to everyone and just ask your heart away.
Well, I have to say, that was really good, Kim. I have to say that Melissa, she's not on tonight, but she rang me yesterday. Well, she messaged me and said, can you speak to an Indian guy called Nick? He's a telemarketer. Now, in my head, it was like, oh my gosh, telecommunications, telemarketer. Oh my gosh, she said, I've told him about the business. So anyway, I ring him and he's, working for a telemarketing company. And he's like, you should maybe, bring your business into the telemarketing. And I was like, no, I won't. But then I was asking him questions. He does 40 calls a day, 40 rejections a day he might get, or one yes. So I thought, well, he's you know, he's pretty good in the rejection side. So I started asking him who he works with, what kind of people are they, da, 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 da. Then I asked him, could I jump on his Facebook page to have a look? And I look, and he is a model, and he is drop dead gorgeous. He is doing a master's in science at Gold Coast Uni. Like, my brain had, you know, telemarketer, da, 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 da. Here's this guy who has a master's, he's a model. Every single picture, every photo he put up had like 500 likes, 20 comments. Every Gen Y you could possibly see seemed to be in every photo of his. And I was like, you're kidding me. So then we got talking about sport, and we got talking about stuff. He only went and played for cricket for India. And then he was like, well, I play for the Bulls. And I'm like, who are the Bulls? And he was like, I will smack you. You know, the Bulls are Brisbane. I didn't even know, because I said, I did a Joe McCord. Who's Oprah? I was like, who's the Bulls? So by the end, like, we got talking. He wants to make a movie. They've gone so far. They haven't got enough money for production. And I came off just going, wow, how wrong could I be? I had this prejudged Indian 22-year-old telemarketer, da-da-da. Here was this phenomenal master's, you know, amazing guy, model, you know, so, and it was just because she was making him a pizza. I don't even know how but it's given Melissa so much encouragement as well, because she was like, wow, all I did was make a pizza and have a chat, and just started telling where I had been at the weekend and what I'd been doing. And suddenly he's like, can you tell me more about it? So he's jumping on a Zoom. So that's another thing, guys. I'm going to put up on Team Heart. I am running a Zoom on Thursday morning at 6 o'clock, which will be 7 o'clock New South Wales time, which will be 8 p.m. Wednesday night for the UK. So it's going to be our first UK opportunity meeting for our team, because we have a couple of distributors there and a couple of customers, and we just said, right, let's set up a date, let's set up a time. So I'm going to put my link up. You're welcome to invite any of your friends that might be over in the UK, anyone you know. And I'm going to start doing these a bit more regularly. And then I'm also doing 2 more opportunity meetings Thursday night, one at 7 o'clock Queensland time and one at 9 o'clock Queensland time for the Perth people. So I will put that up on Team Heart Australia. So if you've got any people, if you're interested in hopping on to here, that would be really good. And then I can just grab a couple of you to get some testimonials when we're on there. So yeah, we'll start doing these a few more. I want to start doing quite a few. If you need any help or if you want any done for you, just let us know. I know Charlotte said she'll do the same. So I think we need to just get out there, do lots of opportunity meetings. Let's try and finish November really strong. It's going really good at the moment. So it'll be amazing if we can all really catapult our points for us all to help get into Hawaii.
Hey, Jake,
Yeah.
can I just share something else? Just want to encourage, like, don't give up. Just keep talking to people and stay connected. So even over the weekend, I kept thinking, I need to, get some new distributors in, get a new team going. Got no one in my pipeline, and I was feeling a little bit down. Over just the last 2 days, I've got 3 potentially really good prospects, and it's just by watching for opportunity to connect and reconnect with people. So I connected with a girl maybe a month ago, and we did the whole what do you do, and she was doing Juice Plus and apparently extremely happy with it, and she was smashing it. She was signing up 40-50 customers, and I just said, that's really awesome, well done. Just watching her post, and then I don't know what made me connect with her the other day. I think I might have just followed up with her. Did she ever watch the video I'd sent her or whatever? She responded to the skincare ad. That was it. And so I followed her up and I said, look, you're too far away. I can't mail it to you, but I promise you will love it. You should just, give it a go. And she came back with a very narky comment. She was really ticked at the world. No, she's not interested. She's burned by this, and she's just been burned by her upline in Juice Plus. And there was a whole long saga behind it. So instead of just going, oh, okay, fine, and walking away, I just related to her, listened to her story, listened to what had gone wrong, told her that that was not okay and she should go to compliance because that's not okay in the network marketing world. And, ended up on the phone with her for 2 hours, and she turned around from, I hate network marketing, it all sucks, it's all a bunch of crooked criminal stuff, to wanting to jump on a Zoom call and quite excited and quite interested. So whether she will or won't become a distributor or, smash it or not, she sounds very, very driven. And So that was just someone who I could have just written off and gone, oh, well, she's a no. And then, like I said, the pool guy, potentially his wife might be interested. And then there was another solar guy who was trying to sell us solar stuff, and well, we're not buying the solar stuff, but he's wanting to look at Protanum. So just keep talking to people, and just keep following up and stay friendly. Be supportive about the network marketers as well. Share information with them, even if they're not going to do your business. Just by being genuine, helping them, caring for them. When it all falls apart in their business, if it does, they're going to come looking to you because they're watching you. And if it doesn't, then good luck to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Can I just jump in just for 1 minute? I had, out of the blue, a lady that contacted me. I did a property investing course with her, Steve McKnight's course, 8-10 years ago. Out of the blue said, okay, now's the time. I've been seeing all these posts. I want to know more about the product. How do I get it? How much does it cost? But it was, and she said to me, I haven't approached you because I realise it's network marketing. And I thought, well, what do I say to that? So I just said to her, basically, well, yes, I was skeptical at first, but I just had to release that and become open to the fact that this product could change my life. Why let something like that get in the way of a brilliant product? I didn't know what to say, but that's sort of what came out at the time. So I just thought I'd share that. Yeah.
That's really good because, we're just going to keep getting these questions, but I think the more belief we have, the longer we've been in it, the more exciting it's becoming, because we're, rather than taking Team Heart stories and Rachel's stories and that, we're starting to have all our own customer stories, and we're having the blood results, and we're having our own incredible stories that some of the girls and guys on here already have. So, it's only going to get more and more and more and more. Like, even looking at our team on Saturday that was there, and that was only a third of you. It was huge. I think there was 80 people, if that, was there, and over 60 odd was from us. And that was only probably a third of our team anyway. So, we're really making a real statement for ourselves out there, guys. So I just really encourage you, keep stepping, keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep talking to people, keep building your belief, write your business plan, write your vision. Like what we were saying, write your vision down and say it. And go on. Bob Proctor talks about your vibration, and you have a vibration that you put out there. And depending on what your mind's thinking and the actual positivity that's happening in your mind, if you've woken up going, I can't do this, this is too hard, I'll never amount to this, I can't lose weight, all this, you have a vibration that you actually give off, this energy. So if you read and listen and read your power talk every morning and just smile and just go, oh my gosh, I know it's coming. I am attracting successful people into my business every single day. I am. And really start that, you will see massive changes. I would think, Nikki, you would maybe agree, especially being a PT person, would you? Yeah, definitely. It is all mind. And I just really encourage you guys just to get over yourself and just believe that it's going to happen, because I believe it is. So we have gone over time a little bit, like we always do. But if no one's got any more questions, we'll see you all next week. And I will put up my access code with all the times for my Zoom. So if you have any people that want to jump on, especially for the UK, that will be Thursday morning our time, Wednesday night their time at 8 p.m. Wednesday, or Northern Ireland. Okay, everybody, take care. See you. Bye.
Thanks, G.
See ya.